just want to know why you guys are here so late.
It does not matter. That's what I'm telling you.
It does to me. Can you take a hand in your pocket, please?
It does not matter to me.
Let me put it this way, sir.
Yes.
If I was walking around that store at 1 o'clock in the morning, not in this, would you think it's odd? Would you think that was odd?
If you are doing what?
If I was in a store at 1
Now
o'clock
I'll
in
be
the
minding
morning.
my business.
Huh?
I'll be minding my business.
Show me that it's your store.
I do not have to show you nothing. If I tell you it's my store, then what? I do not have to prove anything to you.
Is this
if
your
I tell
store?
you if it's my store, then what?
Aren't you glad we're looking out for your store? You should be grateful that we're being as diligent as we are to look out for the street. That's all we do.
Hey everybody, welcome back to San Joaquin Audits. On the morning of August 21st, 2020, Yema and Hawi were working after hours at their clothing store when two officers of the Tiburon Police Department approached their store questioning them. These two officers were Michael Blasi and Police Chief Michael Cronin. Folks, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because what transpires during this interaction would result in these two officers resigning and the city having to pay a $150,000 settlement to Yema and Hawi. Let's watch.
Hey guys. I've never seen you open this late.
Yeah.
Are you just restocking?
No, just doing our thing.
Just doing your thing? What's your thing?
What's up?
Well, I've never seen anyone in the store this
Is there
late.
a problem?
Okay, baby.
No, just chill, chill. Is that a problem?
No, sir, there's no problem. I've never seen anyone in the store this late. I wanted to come check in, make sure
There's
everything's
no
okay.
problem going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys restocking the store, or
There's no problem going on.
why are you here so late?
It does not matter.
It does matter.
To who?
To me.
Why?
Because the store's never open this late.
Is it your store?
No.
And then what? If it's not your store, what's the problem?
I'm making sure that everyone is okay
There's
down
no
here.
problem going on. So if you have a problem, you let me know right now if there's a problem.
I just want to know why you guys are here so late.
It does not matter.
It does matter to me.
It does not matter to me.
It
So
does.
if you have a problem, you tell me right now if you have a problem.
I don't have a problem, sir. I just want to know why you guys are here so late.
It does not matter. That's what I'm telling
It
you.
does to me. Can you take a hand in your pocket, please?
It does not
Thank you.
matter to me.
Okay. Why are you guys here so late?
It does not matter to me.
I don't care, sir.
If you have a problem, call your chief of police, call whoever you want to call.
My supervisor's already on his way.
Yeah, call him. Tell him to come talk
He's
to me.
coming. Or one of you own the store?
Huh?
Do one of you own the store?
It does not matter. I'm not going to answer your question. If you have a problem, you tell me you have a problem.
I have a problem with you guys being here so late and you not telling me why.
Is it your store?
No.
So you call your supervisor, tell him to come here.
He's already on his way.
Okay, so when he's here, knock the door, tell me he's here. Is that okay?
Okay. Can you just tell me why you guys are here?
It does
I'll let
not
you
matter.
go.
Call your supervisor, tell him to come here, and then...
Do one of you two own the store?
no,
or have any reason
do
to
not
be here?
talk to anybody else. Talk to me. You're talking to me right now.
No, I'm talking to all three of you because all
You're
three of you
talking
are
to
in the
me,
store.
sir. Okay?
You can tell from early on that Yema is standing up for his rights. This interaction should have ended as soon as he said that it was his store. He doesn't have to prove anything. Remember, if you haven't committed the crime, the officer does not control the situation, and you can refuse to answer anything.
You're talking to me. Call your supervisor, let him come here.
He's already on his way.
Okay, so when he's here, you let me know.
No, why don't you come out here for me?
No, I'm not gonna... Do you have a problem with me?
I have a problem with you three being in the store right
Is
now.
this
and
your
not
store?
telling me
That's why
why.
I'm asking you.
This town is my duty to protect.
This is... I f***ing live here. Do not tell me
Okay,
about whatever.
That's fine.
Okay.
Where do you live?
I do not... I'm not gonna answer your question. When your supervisor is here, you tell him to come talk to me.
Okay, he's already on his way. Can
Okay,
I tell him who
so,
you are?
so I do not have to talk to you.
You do have to talk to
No,
me.
I do not have to talk
Yes,
to
you
you.
do. Because it's 1 o'clock in the
About
morning
what?
and you're inside of a store and you can't tell me why.
It does not matter.
I would have done the same thing if you were over there at the candy store or wherever.
Dude,
Can you tell me
you're
who
not
you
getting-
are?
I'm not gonna tell you who I am.
Why?
Because I'm not going to.
Why?
Because I'm not going to. Who are you? You
My
tell
name
me
is
who you
Isaac.
are. Isaac, and then
Yes.
what's your problem?
My problem is there's 3 people in a store at 1 o'clock in the morning and you can't tell me why.
There's 3 people in the store. What's the problem with 3 people being in a store?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, sir.
And what's the problem with that?
People aren't usually in stores at 1 in the morning.
And what's the problem with that?
Because you can't tell me why you're...
So your supervisor is gonna come tell me what the problem
Let
is.
me put it this way, sir.
Yes.
If I was walking around that store at 1 o'clock in the morning, not in this, would you think it's odd? Would you think that was odd?
If you are doing what?
If I was in a store at 1
Now I'll
o'clock
be
in the
minding
morning...
my business.
Huh?
I'll be minding my business.
I would think that's a little strange.
I'll be minding my business. I'll be minding my business.
My business, sir, is to look at the property down here, and if there's something that stands out to me, I
So
have
what
to-
stands out to you? Like there's 3 black people in a store?
There's 3
So
people.
you're gonna, no.
Sir, you could be black, white, Hispanic.
No.
Absolutely, sir.
It's gonna be.
Let me put it this way, sir.
Yes.
If I was walking around that store at 1 o'clock in the morning, not in this, would you think it's odd? Would you think that was odd?
If you are doing what?
If I was in a store at 1
Now I'll
o'clock
be
in the
minding
morning,
my business.
Huh?
I'll be minding my business.
I would think that's a little strange.
I'll be minding my business.
I don't want to argue. I just want you to tell me why you're here.
Huh?
I just want you to tell me why you're here.
I'm not gonna tell. I'm not answerable to you.
Do you guys
I
have
don't have
keys
to
to
tell
the
you-
building?
I don't have to tell you shit.
You do.
I do not.
Absolutely, you do.
I do not have to tell you shit.
Until you can give me a lawful reason why you're here.
I'm not gonna tell you anything. You're gonna bring your supervisor. You bring your supervisor.
He's coming right now. He's right here.
Supervisor, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
You came 3 of you guys. What's going on? What's the problem? There's 3 black people in the store. What's the problem with that?
So it's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's 3 people in the store.
There's
They want
3
to
black
know why
people in
they're
the store. 3 o'clock in the morning. What's the problem?
There's 3 people.
There's
in
3
the
black
store.
people in the store. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What's the problem?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and
Yes.
you never have any activity at the store at that time.
Okay.
Is this your store?
So what's the problem with having 3 black people in the store?
You keep emphasizing black people. That's not
Yes,
what this is.
yeah. You cannot tell me you don't see that. You see that 3 black people in the store. What's the problem with that?
I see 3 people in the
I see
store
black
at
people
1
in the
o'clock
store.
in the morning.
I see
1
black-
o'clock in the morning. This
Okay.
street's closed up at 9 o'clock at night. There's
Okay.
nobody here.
Okay, so what's the problem?
That's the problem.
Okay.
This street closes at 9 o'clock at night, and there's
Okay.
never anybody in here.
Okay.
This isn't regular business hours. There's no
Okay.
customers in there.
Okay.
Is it your store? That's all we want to know.
Like, you want to know why?
I want to know what you're doing in the store at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. If I tell you it's my store, then what?
Then show me that it's your store. and
I
we're
do
out
not
of here.
have to show you nothing. If I tell you it's my store, then what?
We're just
I do
gonna
not
make
have to prove anything to you.
Is this
if
your
I tell
store?
you if it's my store, then what?
Aren't you glad we're looking out for your store?
Aren't you glad we're looking out for your store? The self-appointed heroism that these officers possess boggles my mind. Imagine if I came to your house knocking on your door at 2 a.m. and then questioning the legitimacy on whether or not you live there. Holding you up for over 10 minutes in the middle of the night, all just to ask you at the end, aren't you glad that we're looking out for you? If you strip away the preconceived notion that police are here to protect and serve, this starts to look a lot like harassment. Let's keep watching.
I am glad you're looking out for my store, but if I
Okay.
tell you it's my store, then what?
Then you should be grateful that we're being as diligent as we are to look out for the street. That's all we do.
Okay, it's my store.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you identify
I
yourself?
do
to
not
the
have to
officer?
identify myself to anybody. It's my store. Okay, then what? Yeah, exactly. So it's my store. So what?
Can you prove that it's your
I
store?
do not have to prove anything to you.
Actually,
sir.
you do.
do, sir.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. To who and to why?
Oh my God!
I do not have
Yes,
to prove
you
my
do have
existence to
prove
you.
who you are.
I do not have to prove my
You
existence
are
to
in a
you.
store
Yes.
after hours when the
Yes.
stores are closed
Okay.
on this street all night.
Okay.
This store, this last store that closes is Sam's Anchor Cafe right over there, and
Okay.
it closes at 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
There's 3 people in the store in the middle of
Okay.
the. Excuse me, I'll put this on now.
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
There's 3 people in the store in the middle of the night. We are
Okay.
doing what we're supposed to do. We're looking out for our community.
Okay.
That's all we're doing.
Okay.
That's it.
You're looking out for my community. That's
Yes.
what you mean to say.
If this is your store, you're part
No,
of
not
our
that if
community.
this is my store. I've already told you it's my store. Don't use the word if.
Okay.
I've told you it's my store.
Okay, then we're
Okay?
looking out
So
for
don't
your
use the word
community.
if. Okay.
Do
All
you
right.
want us to look out for your community,
do
or do
want
you
you
want
to-
us to let anybody just walk in here at 2 o'clock in the morning and steal all your stuff?
I want you to look out for my community.
You sure?
Yeah,
Because
of
you don't
course.
sound like you're very grateful.
No,
You
no, no.
sound like you're very defensive.
No, I do not sound defensive.
Really?
Hey.
Come on now.
Calm
You're
down.
being very defensive.
No, calm down.
My officer is
Calm
doing
down.
his job.
Your officer's not doing his job.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, listen.
Yes, he is.
Listen.
He is doing his job.
Hey.
He is
Do not-
following the policy of the chief of police at Tiburon PD and
Mm-hmm.
keeping his eye on Main Street, which is our jurisdiction.
Yes, and I'm telling you,
Okay.
you're telling me what you're telling me.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I do not have to prove my existence to you. I do not
It's
have
not
to
your
pro-
existence,
Yeah,
but you're in a
calm
location
down.
that you're not. You're
You
in
said
a
your
location
piece.
that we have never
You
seen
said
you at
your
before.
piece. You said your piece. It does not matter where I'm at before. I do not have to prove to you that where I go, that right here,
Where
I
are
have
you
to
getting
prove.
this information that you don't have to prove that you are?
Listen, you're not listening to me.
Because you're not
Be-
making sense.
Just because I am making
No,
sense.
you're not making sense.
Because you have never seen me here before, I do not have to prove to you that I have to be here. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, ask
This
me.
is your store.
Yes.
So the next time
Yes.
I come here, and there's
Yes.
3 totally different people here.
Yes.
I don't care what color they are.
Okay.
3 people in your store at 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you want us to walk by and not do anything? Because we can.
You've seen me.
We can do that.
You've seen me.
But it could be 3 of your employees.
You've seen me, right?
If the police officer knocked and asked, hey, are you guys the owners and are you guys just here, then I think that's one way of going about it. If that's not what really happened, then I think we're just wasting
Man, that's exactly what I did. I knocked and asked if you guys were
Yeah,
owner or
but did the
restocking.
alarm go
Or,
off though?
I didn't know you had an alarm system, sir. I just got here.
Sir, we're supposed
just
to
drove
look
by.
out for this neighborhood.
There's a
That's what
sign
we do.
here that says Red Roof Security.
Those
What
are
do
a
you
dime a
mean now?
dozen, and half of those aren't even half of those don't have active alarms with them.
Okay. All right. So I want to wrap up this conversation. We're wasting time. So what's going on? What's up? What's the next step?
Prove
Can
to
you
us
just-
that you have keys
This
or
is my
way to
store.
get
Okay,
in the
okay,
house.
wait.
There you go. That's a perfect thing.
I just asked
I
for
don't
that.
know. Okay.
You know
look,
what? Put
wait.
the key in the door, and we're out of here.
Put the key in the door.
Put the key in the door.
I asked you
If
if
this
you had
is your
keys.
store, you have the
Not
key in
even
the
if
door.
I'm telling you.
There you go.
Stand back, please.
There you
Do
go.
not raise your voice at me.
Put
okay?
the key in the door,
Don't
we're
raise
outta
your
here.
voice at me. Just chill. I'm gonna put my key in the door.
That's his store.
What's that?
That's his store.
Thank
thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much. That's all I need to know.
The dude knows me.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you for your time.
Can you put the key in the door for me?
Huh?
Can you put the key in the door, please?
I'm not gonna put the key in the door. He already told you. Chief of police is walking away. That's your supervisor.
Okay,
He said you walk away. Walk
We're
away.
good. He said it's his store. That's good enough for me. Next time, just walk.
Alright folks, and there you have it. These officers left after a neighbor confirmed that it was indeed their store. That was all the proof that they needed. This 100% was harassment. In conclusion, Yema filed a lawsuit against the city of Tiburon. After 2 years, he reached a settlement of $150,000 in the month of April this year. Thanks to his efforts, the Tiburon Police Department made some policy changes. It is now a requirement that every officer must carry business cards at all times. These cards have information on how to file a complaint through the town's online transparency page. The department also increased the frequency of training on biased policing. All staff must do this training every 2 years now instead of every 5 years. The idea of safety is what makes this interaction so controversial in my opinion. Of course, the store owners appreciate the fact that someone is looking out for their stores in the after hours of the night, but at a certain point, it becomes a safety concern for the store owners if the officer doesn't believe that they own the store and won't leave them alone. This again is another reason why we always film our police interactions, no matter where or who we are. As always, thank you for watching San Joaquin Audits. Consider subscribing if you're not already.